Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into another TNBT YouTube video. And today we're going to be talking about Scrooge's dime and why it's so gosh darn valuable. And those of you who keep shouting at me in the comments, why aren't I making another Star versus video? Are you serious? I mean, don't get mad at me, get mad at Disney. You think I don't want to make more videos of Star Versus and DuckTales at the same time? And believe me, I would love to do more Star Versus content on my channel. But you see, the thing is, they still haven't released any new updates about when the episodes are going to be premiering, so hats off to them for not doing that yet. But when you think about it, it's nothing to get upset with them about either, because I'm pretty sure they're just working extremely hard on Season 4. Considering the fact that it's possibly the last season. But coming from my personal perspective, I don't believe that it's gonna end on Season 4. Hopefully they don't rush in with answering all the questions that I asked in that separate video I made. I'm confident that hopefully they'll make a Season 5 and then end it there when they answer all of those questions, because there is no way you're gonna just leave us all hanging with all of those mysteries still unsolved. Okay, and now that my rant is officially finalized, let's get started with the real video. Now, one of the most recent videos that I've made for my analysis videos of DuckTales was for the episode Jaws, and in that episode, Aunt Magica wanted Scrooge's dime. And while scrolling down the comment section, there was a question that really caught my eye. What exactly is so significant about Scrooge's dime as to where Magica was willing to let Lena, her own niece, sacrifice herself for it? And well, besides the fact that Aunt Magica is really extremely evil and known to be that way, and even though that's not exactly what the comment says, that's just my way of paraphrasing and ad-libbing. There is some legitimate reasoning as to why other villains besides Magica herself are after Scrooge's dime. So, with all that being said, let's go back to the very beginning of when he first got his #1 dime. The dime was first earned when he was a child and he was a shoe shiner for an old man. Once the job of cleaning the customer's shoes was done, he finally earned his #1 dime, and ever since then he's been a lucky man. And the funny part and most mysterious thing about this entire scenario is that this dime is not known to be lucky at all. And yeah, perhaps not exactly Uncle Gladstone rich and lucky, but you get the gist of it.
Hey, $20!
Okay, how? Ever since Scrooge first earned his dime, he refused to spend it or lose it in any way. Much like how Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob SquarePants doesn't want to get rid of his first giant dime. And don't get me wrong, but even though that episode was absolutely hilarious, did they steal the whole dime concept from Scrooge McDuck? Even though many villains, including Scrooge himself, believe in the luck of that dime, I don't really see it as luck. Once again, I feel like he would be yet another Gladstone finding $20 bills off the sidewalk if he really was that lucky. I feel as if it's been more of a motivator for him to become even more popular and more rich over time. And yes, though he is the richest of Duckburg, he still earned that money the way he should have, and most of all, he goes through a lot of adventures. And though the majority of his trips become extremely successful, sometimes you see him fail. Scrooge's #1 dime to me is more like tricycle wheels that keep him in the balance. In reality, we all know that he doesn't truly need it, but to him, he feels as if he does. So basically, let me just cut to the chase and say, generally, that dime is just like any other dime. The only difference though, however, is the fact that it's extremely ancient, such as himself, and basically that's, yeah. I mean, that's about it, other than the fact that it's his #1 dime, the very first thing he's ever earned. But don't you worry, folks, because I'm not gonna make it here and just end the video. There's more I want to talk about, specifically about Magica De Spell. I mentioned her not even about maybe 4 minutes ago within the video, and there's a particular reason why. Even after explaining to you that it could most likely be actually just a regular dime, to her, it's something much more than just that. Within the 1961 comic for Uncle Scrooge known as the Midas Touch, Magica De Spell had her very first appearance and was willing to steal the dime from Scrooge. Legend says that if she were to steal Scrooge's #1 dime, she could use it to melt it inside of the volcano, turn it into an amulet that allows her to possess the ability to have the Midas Touch. And if you haven't heard of the Midas Touch, of course it's the power that gives you the capabilities of turning whatever you touch into gold. So basically, if she were to ever want to make her own El Dorado, she could just do it with the palm of her hands. And unlike my personal opinion, the reason why she wants Scrooge's dime so much is because she feels like it possesses the power of luck. Or at least power so ancient that she believes it's the reasoning for why he's the richest of Duckburg. And to be quite fair, I completely understand why she believes in this. Scrooge handles onto that dime as if it really has some kind of power to it. This guy has kept it with him over a century of his lifetime. He most of all keeps it as a necklace. Oh yeah, and did I mention that he put a decoy of his #1 dime on a velvet pillow encased with a glass dome for protection? I mean, if I were her and I knew a spell that could magically put a dime inside of a volcano and give me the ability to have the Midas Touch, I would go for it too. And as for the commenter who commented that on my video, you are not alone, alright? Before I was doing all these analysis videos, I was not really into why she really wanted the dime at all. And I'm really happy to say that that comment encouraged me to do this video, because I'm sure there's a lot of people just like me and the commenter who really wanted to know about this. I doubt that every single person that was watching the episodes knew about it already, so I just wanted to explain it. And also, to be honest, I really knew nothing about it before researching it myself. Villains are after his supposed luck or supposed powers through the dime, so I guess we have to watch for further episodes of whether or not that'll actually happen. I mean, I still feel like it's just a darn regular old dime, because, I mean, why would an old guy just give a dime to a random kid? Perhaps he wanted to pass down an ancient legacy, but I completely doubt it. I mean, that's a little bit far-fetched. But anyways, as always, like I say in almost all of my videos, thank you all for your support over the years, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh, but also I hope you enjoyed this video. So, peace!